21 missiles have been launched by the US and Iran in the past 48 hours, shattering the fragile ceasefire and putting the entire Middle East on high alert. The sudden escalation of violence comes as President Trump criticized Iran's leaders, making it clear that the US is no longer interested in maintaining a tentative peace. This dramatic turn of events has Middle East countries bracing for the possibility of all-out war, with many scrambling to secure their borders and protect their citizens. The stakes are incredibly high, with the potential for widespread destruction and loss of life hanging in the balance. As the situation continues to unfold, it's worth noting that the US and Iran have been engaged in a game of diplomatic cat and mouse for months, with each side seeking to gain the upper hand. The fact that President Trump is taking a hardline stance against Iran is likely to have significant implications for the region, and could potentially draw in other countries. Meanwhile, in a separate development, Graham Plattner has dropped his bid for Senate, a move that could have significant implications for the upcoming elections. Moving on to other news, President Trump made headlines yesterday when he flew partway home from a NATO summit in Turkey on an old Air Force One plane, rather than the new Qatari-gifted plane that has been making waves in recent weeks. The surprise swap came as the US and Iran began trading strikes again, leaving many to wonder what this might mean for the president's travel plans going forward. It's possible that the old plane was used for security reasons, or it could simply be a matter of convenience. Either way, it's a curious choice that has raised some eyebrows. The NATO summit itself was marked by a mix of tension and cooperation, with President Trump meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and announcing that the US will grant Ukraine a license to make Patriot air defense systems. This move is likely to be seen as a significant show of support for Ukraine, which has been seeking to bolster its defenses in the face of ongoing conflict with Russian-backed separatists. It's also worth noting that the summit came after President Trump lashed out at NATO allies for not joining the war in Iran, a move that has raised questions about the future of the alliance. Despite this, the president seemed to be in high spirits, praising NATO's unity and expressing his commitment to the organization. In other international news, far-right leader Marine Le Pen has launched her presidential campaign in France, just a day after a court ruled that she is eligible to run for office again. The move has sent shockwaves through French politics, with many wondering what this might mean for the country's future. Le Pen's campaign kickoff was met with cheers and boos in a rural stronghold, highlighting the deep divisions that exist within French society. As the campaign season heats up, it will be interesting to see how Le Pen's message resonates with voters, and whether she is able to gain traction in the polls. The world will be watching as these stories continue to unfold. Tune in tomorrow when we'll be discussing the latest developments in the ongoing crisis between the US and North Korea, and what this might mean for global stability.